point, she used to say Mamati Manush. But today, look at what Mamata Banerjee has said. She has coined a new slogan. She says Ram, Shyam and Vam. Now, Ram clearly alludes to the BJP. When she says Shyam, her reference is to the Congress, and Vam is the Vamdal or the left. Now, she says all of them, the BJP, the Congress, the left, the ISF, are responsible for the political violence that you have seen in West Bengal. When questions were asked of her own responsibility, she said, why would the ruling Trinamool do this? And that also at a point where it has picked up a significant lead in the Panchayat elections. She says this is an attempt to defame me. This is an attempt to malign my state. And she says, don't think that I will not hit back. I would. But there, remember, a lot of interesting layers to what Mamata Banerjee has said. She hasn't just responded to the BJP when she says the BJP is running scared of Mamata Banerjee and the BJP will not be able to repeat the performance of the last Lok Sabha election when they picked up 18 Lok Sabha seats from Bengal. She also hits out at the Congress and the left, at the same point where there is a lot of conversation about a so-called opposition unity. In the next few days, in fact, Mamata Banerjee will be in Bengaluru where she'll be visiting for the big opposition meet. So before that opposition meet, when she tells the Congress and the left, and she gives them an ultimatum, saying this alliance will not work. The Congress needs to decide today, and they need to remember that I am the numero uno in West Bengal. But what has the court said? Remember, the court for the last many days has been clearly focused on the issue of pre-poll violence, violence that was reported on the day of polling, because of which you also saw a repoll. And then the court today is worried where there will be violence post the results also. Now, allow me to quote from what the court has said, and we'll also see if we can put out those details up so that you can see that on your screens. The High Court has wrapped the Bengal State Election Commissioner. Now, remember, the BJP, the Congress, the left have indicated time and again that the State Election Commission is not doing enough to ensure that violence is curtailed. They say the response of the SEC to the violence is not adequate. Not clear why the commissioner is not proactive. So there are questions and concerns being raised by the court. The court says the conduct of the polls and the results is subject to the court order. This is extremely significant. When the court is trying to say we are listening into the matter, we are keeping a close watch, and just in case we believe that there have been election malpractices and violence that has been sponsored by any particular side, the court says we will wait to confirm these results. Now, the candidate's fate, does that mean hangs in balance? Possibly so. Now, Mamata Banerjee, the Trinamool, is already celebrating this victory. Abhishek Banerjee, the nephew of Mamata Banerjee, earlier took to the social media where he's essentially said that this is a precursor of things to come in the Lok Sabha election of 2024. But when the court says that this is subject to the final order by the court, the question we are asking, what is Mamata Banerjee, Abhishek Banerjee and the TMC celebrating? And just one little important detail for all of you, when the court also says the responsibility to ensure that there is no breach of peace lies with the state government, and if the state government, they say, is not in a position to safeguard its citizens, then it's a very serious matter to be taken note of. So a lot of scathing details that have come in as far as the court goes, significant amount of politics vis-a-vis Mamata Banerjee and the rest of the opposition, and the big national picture. We are putting out the story, the reactions that have come in from all sides, and then the debate.
एक सुशीला मंडल, गरीब महिला है ना, आपने देखा ना, रो रही है ना। मैं क्या बताऊं, मैं खुद भी बहुत दुखित हूं। उसके बेटे के ऊपर तलवार से हमला किया गया, उसकी बहू को हमला किया गया, इसलिए कि उन्होंने बूथ लूटने का विरोध किया था। ये क्या हो रहा है ममता जी के बंगाल में? बहुत गर्व है आप पर, बहुत गर्व। ठीक है,
নাচি সবাই আপনার সঙ্গে।
मैं रविशंकर एमपी दिल्ली से आया हूँ। ये अपने डॉक्टर साहब राजनीत एमपी हैं। कहाँ है रेखा जी? यूपी से एमपी हैं। हाँ देखा, बहुत गड़बड़ हुआ, बहुत गड़बड़ हुआ।
The spate of violence in Bengal has left over 40 dead in the last 1 month. Even a day after the counting day, bombs were recovered and diffused in violence epicenter Bhangar. But Mamata has called this an attempt to defame Bengal.
আজকে পঞ্চায়েত ইলেকশন ওভার হয়ে গেছে। আমি আপনাদের সকলকে আবার বলবো, ভেবে দেখুন, আমার যদি সত্যি কোনো অপরাধ থাকে, যে অপরাধ মানুষ আমাকে দেবে আমি মাথা পেতে নেব। আমি এখনো মনে করি দাম্ভিকতা কোনো পলিটিক্যাল পার্টির ঔদ্ধত্য হতে পারে না।
Elections are over, but face-off over violence continues. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
So some scathing observations that have come in from the core, a good amount of politics that has happened from all sides. Mamata Banerjee finally deciding to break her silence only today. But then, Monajit, she does not say that something like this will not be repeated again. She does not even say the state is responsible along with the State Election Commission. Instead, she says this is me versus everyone. She says it's the entire opposition that has ganged up to ensure that they malign me and my state. So we'll see how Monajit responds to that. He leans towards the Trinamool Congress. Also, good evening to Priyanka Tibrewal, who is the spokesperson for the BJP with us. Nilanjan Das is a political analyst also. And Rohan Somen Mitra is a political analyst. Let's get kick-started by asking Monajit that question. Monajit, should you be celebrating? Should you be really worried? Should you apologize to people? You know, it's good. People die. You say, we'll announce compensation. You know, that's the value of human life. A few lakh rupees, a job, and a chief minister can think this is a vote bank that belongs to me. So what if people can continue to die?
It could be your complete lack of knowledge of the language Bengali. Mamata Di was extremely somber in her message today. She said that election commission should have arrested all those culprits. She also said that 90%, more than 90% cases, the state police did their job. In 10% cases, there could be some failure, and the casualties were on the part of the TMC only. So, you know, she has not said that, you know, I'm numero uno. She has not said that. Mamata Di would be the last person to say that I'm the best in the business. I know the kind of humble person she has been. Personally also, I know that, you know, she was extremely humble in her attitude. Even she did not want to celebrate the victory of the people, victory of the village a lot. She said that we'll just, you know, pay homage to all the martyrs on 21st of July, which is normally celebrated as the Martyrs' Day. The point is different. We have got every right as a political party to question the demeanor of BJP when they send teams after teams to Bengal, not a single team to Manipur, not a single team to Haryana, where officers are killed broad daylight, not a single team to UP, not a single team to Maharashtra, where you actually buy government, where you actually buy political party. So that is the double standard that we are questioning as a political party, and we have got every right to do that. I mean, you have sent so far more than 100 teams to Bengal, human rights, BJP teams, and what is the result? You have CBI, ED already investigating. What is the result? The result is zero. People are voting, and let me tell you, Dipti, look at the voting percentage. Even the opposition has got fair share of votes. You know, almost even Steven. TMC could get around 50 to 53% of vote. Opposition has also got around 47 to 48% vote. And that shows that there was an election. Only in some pockets there were problems, there was repolling. Despite that, the BJP is a political party who is not supported by the people. They have gone to court to withhold the results. They don't go to the people of People's Court. They go only to the courts of the Calcutta High Court to somehow muddle and scuttle the voting process that they have been doing for the last 1 month. Shame on BJP. They cannot even accept the defeat gracefully.
Monaji,
we have also been defeated in many parts of Bengal.
You are
gracefully
you are a political representative, and it's only fair that you raise those questions for Priyanka to answer. You know, what happened in Manipur, Mamata Banerjee also spoke about Tripura, all that is fine. You know, those are questions the BJP will answer. But I today want to know that what is the position of, the moral position in fact, if there is anything like that, of a Trinamool to question anyone else when you have something like this in your own backyard. For the last 34 years, when you had a left rule, you used to blame the left. For the last 3 terms, it's a Mamata Banerjee government in the state of Bengal.
I repeat,
what has changed?
I'll say moral standing of my chief minister and my leader was absolutely unambiguously clear. She felt sorry for all the dates. She mentioned again and again that we are extremely sorry for this what has happened, despite the fact that most people were killed.
But why did they die, Monaji? Monaji, why did they die?
I'll
sorry is fine. Condemnation is good enough. But I'm saying, why did these people have to die?
BJP and the combined opposition.
Okay, Priyanka has to respond to that.
They have provoked violence.
Okay, in spite of the fact, Monaji, and you must listen into this, the court has said, you know, and it is not that I am saying this or any other person is saying this. This is what the court has said. The court says the responsibility to ensure that there is no breach of peace lies with the state government, and if the state government is not in a position to safeguard its citizens, then it's a very serious matter to be taken note of. So I today want to know why should all political parties feel ashamed? Because you're normalizing this kind of a violence. Priyanka, tell me something. Mamata Banerjee says, why would, you know, I as in the Trinamool execute this violence in our own state? That too when we are comfortably winning the elections.
Now, Mr. Mandal was taking pride in his arrogance, was proving the same, that, you know, what people are there with him, how much good results they have done, nobody is there in comparison. But Madam asked him to compare the results of 2018.
Don't distort my words when you're referring to me. I was not arrogant.
Monaji, she didn't let at least complete a point.
You have no right to
complete a point, Monaji. Let her complete a point.
Blabbers, because
it's a very serious debate. No, Monaji.
Change the reality of the ground.
We've heard you. We've heard Mamata Banerjee. Now you must hear everyone else, because Mamata Banerjee says it's me versus everyone else.
She's not the queen of the world.
If this is not modern democracy, you're again wanting to do that on the debate. So don't do that, Monaji. That can't be a one-way conversation. No, please speak Priyanka.
Why should we go on the
ground reality? See, 2018, look at the results. What was the result of TMC then and what is the result now? This is after so much of violence, after so much of loot, after so much of arson, after so much of killing, after so much of rigging. Where the Honorable Court today accepted, after going through the videos, that the voting process was not clean and fair. He told the Election Commission that there is no doubt about this, that the election process was not clean, was not fair. Where ballot boxes were pissed on by the TMC karyakartas. Not just that, ballot boxes were used to play
BJP
football.
And
you know,
under the
some
instruction
ballot
of Shubhendu
boxes
Adhikari
were present today. Who is this idiot speaking in between?
Well,
so
look at his
some
language.
ballot boxes.
Priyanka, let's not make this personal, Priyanka. Name calling doesn't help. Name calling doesn't help, please. Let's not do that, Priyanka. Priyanka, it's a request.
The basic sense of participating in a debate.
Nilanjan,
of course, proving your idioticness.
Let me steer the debate. Priyanka, you know what question the TMC has asked, Mamata Banerjee has asked, Monajit is also asking Priyanka. You are sending a fact-finding commission to West Bengal, fine. But why don't you look at what happened in Manipur? How many fact-finding commissions have you sent to Manipur? Or the lives of the citizens don't matter?
Question me, allow me to answer.
Is the allegation that you need to answer?
Manipur, 1 minute. Manipur, the violence is not between a state government and the oppositions, where the state government is trying to kill the oppositions. No. It is a disruption which is happening between
the chief minister is trying to kill a community. It is the BJP that is trying to kill the community.
Some idiots who are
You don't have any knowledge. You don't have any knowledge. You come to national television to blabber nonsense.
They are being murdered.
This is the problem with
Priyanka,
people like Priyanka and everyone.
you know,
They come
television
to
are
television to
running
blabber
high. This really
nonsense.
tells you that this has been such a
It
high-pitched
shows how
battle.
insensitive
But
the
you know,
BJP
Priyanka and
is.
Nilanjan,
She's an
people are
official
maybe
spokesperson of the
listening
BJP.
and
A loser, a
and
two-time loser
assessing
from
this
Panchayat.
conduct also, no? That's why the court has even said, and let's get in Rohan, as the tempers calm down. Priyanka and Nilanjan, give me a moment. Let me get in Rohan into this conversation, who leads
haven't
towards the
spoken as
Congress.
yet.
Now, you know, Rohan, Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary has said these elections are farce. The left has said this is a murder of democracy. The DMC says this is all propaganda. This is all unfair criticism. But tell me something. Today she says, much like the BJP, the left and the ISF, you, as in the Congress, is equally responsible for this violence.
Great. Dipti, I actually feel that if Congress is responsible for the violence, that means the Congress is some kind of a force of opposition in Bengal today. Because after 2021, we were a zero. Our MLA who won was taken away, and again we were told a zero. So for the CM to say that the Congress could be responsible for any kind of violence, well, that just shows that we are some kind of power in Bengal all of a sudden. Okay, before that, I just wanted to say a few points without being interrupted. The BJP has 18 MPs and 77 MLAs in Bengal today. That's a big representation. Yet, they have to find people from outside to come to Bengal to do fact-finding. Why? Who is Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad? No. Please let me talk. I didn't know. Please let me talk. Let me talk. Don't be like that. I'm a real woman. I let you speak. Let me finish. Don't shout. Don't shout.
And the interview will not even stop her.
All of you can't be talking at the same point.
Please keep quiet and listen.
1 second. There are serious questions being asked of all sides today. It's only fair that everyone is allowed to put out their point. Priyanka, I'm going to come back to you. Rohan, quickly complete your point, please.
I'm just putting out some facts. I am actually giving you credit. Bengal people give you 18 MPs, 77 MLAs. What are they doing? In your place where your ministers, where Nishit Pramanik has his booth, your other minister, the Motua person, the BJP has lost. The BJP has failed in its every way to defend Bengal as an opposition. Since 2021, the BJP has lost its space. You think that today's result is a very good result? Well, congratulations to you. But it is not a great result. And coming back, Dipti, you all are pointing out at the Congress for keeping mum. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary is the Lok Sabha leader of the party. He's the main he's a cabinet rank person because of the way he stands. For him, whatever and the points which the High Court has been picking up on, it is him who's gone to High Court and he's brought. Today, the CM has given compensation because this point was brought by Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary on Saturday to get the compensation in the High Court. So give us some credit. You don't ask questions to the Prime Minister of India about Manipur.
No, Rohan.
Let me say one last point.
Rohan, today I must credit you for your patience. You are not getting provoked.
One last point.
You're not getting provoked. Mamata Banerjee has made it very clear that when it comes to Bengal is a fiefdom. She says, I am the numero uno. She says, no place for the Congress or the left. Is that a deal acceptable to the Congress? Because you will be sitting in Bengaluru when the entire opposition meets. No, Rohan? Or all this is a fixed match?
It is not a fixed match. We stand with all opposition parties of the BJP in issues which are common to the nation. I'll give you an example. In Maharashtra, where the governor did an illegal act to remove the MVA government. It is proved in the Supreme Court. The same court in Tamil Nadu,
Rohan. My question is limited. See, I have to go to Nilanjan. He hasn't spoken yet. And we need to wrap also in a moment.
Just one more point.
No, Rohan. My question is simple. See, how can you be doing business with a chief minister who normalizes violence? Who says, don't blame me, it's not my fault? What happens to Congress and its many promises of, getting rid of Nafrat and saying, Mohabbat ki dukaan? The BJP is asking you, kahan hai Mohabbat ki dukaan Bengal mein?
The BJP Prime Minister went to Maharashtra and complained about NCP, and 2 days later, Mr. Ajit Pawar and Mr. Praful Patel were sitting in the BJP government as the Deputy CM. So please, let's not ask questions. We will answer when we have
But
to
then
answer. It cannot
there
be
are
when the
there are
BJP
double
asks us
standards
questions,
that even the
we have to
Congress
answer.
adopts. No,
Please look at the BJP.
It is
double
okay. It is
standard.
okay for a Rahul
The
Gandhi on a
NCP
national
is coming.
stage to speak about this. I'm against violence.
Rahul
I'm
Gandhi has
against all
spoken on
this.
issues.
But then when
Did
it
you
comes
listen
to
to
Bengal,
Rahul
why
Gandhi
is
when
he
he
so
spoke
mean?
on the COVID? No, Dipti, did you listen to Rahul Gandhi where Rahul spoke on the COVID? You had a big Trump Sarkar event in Delhi when the COVID was at its peak. You did not listen to the Mr. Rahul Gandhi. Why does Mr. Rahul Gandhi need to speak when Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary speaks?
Okay, so you know the clearest hint, Nilanjan, that I get, no matter what, you can say Ram, Sham and Vam, but the Congress is still okay doing business with the Mamata Banerjee. But tell me something, will Mamata Banerjee not own up for the violence that has happened under her own watch, and especially when you've heard such kind of statements that have come in from the court, Nilanjan? Or does that cover you with glory?
No, the violence hasn't happened under her watch. It was under the watch of the State Election Commission, and there were presence of the Central Police Forces. The nodal officer was the BSF IG. So you cannot blame the state government and Mamata Banerjee for all this. Secondly, the Chief Minister has expressed her deep sympathy towards the people who have died, towards the families, and she has also promised compensation of 2 lakh rupees and job of
But why did she, Nilanjan, take so long? People are asking in the run-up to these entire elections, you've seen pre-poll violence. You've seen violence on the day of elections. You've seen re-polling. Why did she break her silence only today, and that too after the BJP attacked her? Why was she waiting for people to die so that she can actually put out that appeal, if that is an appeal?
Who is uninformed? What did the court say today regarding the appointment?
Why is this woman shouting?
What did the court say today? What did the court say?
Keep quiet.
Some people do not study, do
don't talk like an idiot.
They just come and blabber. See, if
you are a blabbermouth.
Of course.
Keep quiet, loser. This woman has lost twice.
Nilanjan.
This woman has lost twice.
Nilanjan and Priyanka, when there are serious questions being asked, I don't understand why you people resort to name calling, Nilanjan. You get uncomfortable with the questions, much like Mamata Banerjee, but these questions will be asked, no?
This is her level of discourse.
When she came, when she ensured that the left rule is demolished in the state of Bengal, she said, I will ensure this violence is not repeated. But that hasn't happened, no, Monojit?
Exactly. But that appeal has gone from the Chief Minister and also the National General Secretary of the party. He has time and again said that there should be no violence. And this time also, the Chief Minister has promised all kinds of compensation.
Don't listen to you.
Why don't you ask the questions of the BJP when they are ruling over a state?
Has there been any preventive arrest? Has there been an action? Now, Monojit, I need to wrap. Monojit, I need to wrap. But see what the State Election Commission also has been charged with. The court says the SEC had to work in tandem with the central forces. The centre's report shows the sorry state of affairs. That is why the Congress and the left allege it's a fixed match between the BJP and the Trinamool.
has not deployed enough central forces despite the requisition.
I don't speak on behalf of the State Election Commission.
Only Monojit, 5 seconds.
I speak on behalf of my party, so I won't take responsibility of what the State Election Commission will do or not do. The fact remains that the violence has happened only from one side. Only our cadres were killed. Suggest that the message went down to the cadres, message by Abhishek Banerjee's humongous roadshow for nearly 2 months under Kosting Shan, and also from the Chief Minister. Even today, after such victory, I tell you, after such victory, we are not even shouting the way.
I think what has happened in the court today, these are damning statements that have come in from the court for the SEC, for the state government. We'll see how the Congress and the left respond. The BJP says we have nothing to do with this. We still don't know whether there is going to be accountability fixed on this, but clearly has to be done. I thank Priyanka and all gentlemen only for what of time. On the other side, we are back with our next debate. Don't go anywhere.